Recording. Okay, while I am waiting for everybody to come on, I'm going to go ahead and share the screen because we have a lot to talk about tonight. And it's 8 o'clock. Okay. The reason why I'm starting this is because it always takes me a while to share the screen. Okay. All right, let's try this one more time. Okay, before I do this, let me make sure I'm recording. Awesome, I'm recording. I have forgotten to not record before, so let's do this one more time. Okay. Okay, I think the screen is shared. It's 8:01, so as people come on, just remember to mute yourself. I'm going to go ahead and kind of dive into what we're going to be talking about tonight, and that is the critical core activities. And so many times, guys, I get asked as a new coach, or a new coach comes to me, or whether it's one I've recruited or a new coach that I'm reaching out to, or really a coach who, has maybe not worked their business and asks me, like, what do I do? That's normally the common question is, what do I do? And guys, the reason why I put these blocks here, ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, is because that's what we're going to learn tonight. We're going to learn the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s of our business. They are the building blocks to your business. Okay. If you're ever in any doubt of what to do, like I said earlier on our live video in our group, go ahead and click the banner where it says new coaches, click here. I don't care whether you have just signed up or you have been doing this for a while and maybe you want to get back into it. A lot of times when new coaches ask me, they message me and they say, my business is not picking up. What am I doing wrong? And the thing, it goes back to these things, guys, okay? It just goes back to the basics. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to talk a little bit about what you do as a coach, okay? And basically, this was introduced this year, but it's called the VITAL process. So the very first thing you do, and I might add, since I'm going to add this in our video that we show that we have for the group that we show new coaches, and as we recruit, and I recruit some discount coaches, that if you are just wanting to work on yourself right now, that is totally fine. You just want to be a coach to get the discount. That's totally fine. And you may see that there are some steps in here that you don't want to do, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're wanting to work your business, you really have to understand this process in order to be successful with your business. And one is that you need to get results yourself. Okay. It starts with you. We often disregard that and we try to skip these steps. But if you don't get results yourself, if you don't have a transformation yourself, you're going to have a hard time talking to people about what you're doing. So you need to get the results yourself first. Then once you get the results, then you can help other people get results. How do we do that? Through challenge groups, talking to people. And once you help other people get results when they are ready, and if they are ready, then you help recruit them into coaches. And then once you help recruit them into coaches, you mentor and train them. And so many times what I see with new coaches or coaches that, are seeing people move up to Emerald in their team or move up to Diamond or, hit Success Club and all this kind of stuff, they skip these steps. And you really can't skip them. You have to follow them. A lot of times people will try to help others and then they'll be like, okay, I don't know what to talk about. And I'll ask them, I'm like, well, have you gotten results yourself? What program are you working right now? What results have you had? And a lot of times they'll be like, so you have to get those results yourself before you can lead others on the journey. Also recruiting, a lot of times people want to hit Emerald and they're like, okay, well, I need to get a coach. Well, and I'm like, okay, have you been doing challenge groups? Have you been talking to people about what we have to offer? Have you been helping them get results, that they can share confident enough with others? So you do have to follow this vital process, and I'll try to put a copy of this in the group as well. I was going to do it before this call, but I ran out of time. So, okay, I'll put that vital process in the group, in the files of the group. But I think, sadly, so many coaches don't know what we have to offer people. And that's where the tripping up kind of comes into play, because people, they start saying, well, I'm just getting nervous talking to people about being a coach or about joining my next challenge group because I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what it's going to be about. I don't know this, that, or the other. So I'm going to kind of give you a few points tonight. I'm sorry, I like to talk a lot, and that's why I have these slides with my Zoom calls, because I like to stay on track. And those of you that are note takers, it might help keep you on track too. So what we have to offer people is the promotion of a healthy lifestyle with fitness and nutrition. So there are lots of things out there, especially this time of year. You're seeing everything. And what I found worked for me, and what this company promotes, and that's why I decided to become a fitness and wellness coach with Beachbody, is that it promotes a healthy lifestyle, okay, with good old-fashioned fitness and nutrition. There are a lot of things out there that will get you temporary results, but if you change your lifestyle by just your eating habits and your fitness habits and continuing to find programs that challenge you, then you will have long-term success, not just for 30 days, for a lifetime, okay? So that's what we promote. We also have $5,000 plus worth of fitness programs created by top trainers, okay? So that's one thing I think that a lot of people don't understand, as they're going into challenge groups and they're doing all these programs, because maybe they've only done 1 or 2 programs. That's actually the average programs that we sell to people or used to each year. So, you've maybe done 21-day fix like I did. I had only done 21-day fix as a coach before I signed up to be a coach. So, you don't realize what else is out there, but we have lots of things out there. So if ever you get bored with your program, you can always go to another one, and they're available in your own home. Okay. We offer that convenience of people not having to drive to the gym or having to break away from their schedules and working around people's schedules. So we offer convenience as well as a healthy lifestyle, and we make it possible for people. We also do virtual accountability groups with a coach. Okay, this is very hard to do without a coach. Some of you may have experienced that. And that's what our job is to do. It's to be an accountability partner and show people the way we were shown the way. Okay. And quick and easy nutrition with Shakeology. Okay. A lot of our society goes out to eat. We're busy. Like today, I work from 7 to 6. Okay. So that is most of our country in Canada. Okay. For those of you that live in Canada, we like to go to Starbucks. We like to go out to eat fast food. And people aren't really cooking at home very much anymore. And that's why they came up with Shakeology, to provide a convenient way for people and an easy way for people to kind of be more conscientious about their nutrition, rather than just kind of going the quick and easy route with empty calories at the next fast food restaurant. But a lot of times what happens with coaches, especially new ones, is they get very hesitant about discussing the price with people. And I think it's because, number one, you have to express value, and you really have to be a product of the product with it, and drink your Shakeology. And, not just throw the stock photos around, show how it's helping you, your skin, your overall health, and all that other stuff. And we'll talk more about that later. But, so there's always going to be a little bit of resistance at first, but that doesn't mean that we stop being products of the products with it, because eventually people will see the value and consider investing in it. But anyway, what I was trying to get at is that there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you always have that in your back pocket if you get some resistance with that as well, okay? And we have tested and approved performance lines, skincare line, and nutrition supplements. One objection I get a lot is that people are allergic to Shakeology. And even if you're allergic to Shakeology or anything like that, there are lots of other things that you can try and you can use, okay? So there's so much out there and for you to try, and we have a lot to offer people. Okay. And now we're going to get into the critical core activities. Okay. And, like I said, I have this at the top of the page. It's created by Janelle Summers. And anytime you get lost, I want you actually at the end of every month, I reevaluate which one of these activities that needs help, okay, that needs work. And two of these activities are be proof of products work, do personal development, and be all in, okay? Like I said, with the vital process, it all starts with you, okay? So you have to have that belief, that strong belief, and you have to have that experience in order to share this experience with others. And how do we do that? We work our programs from start to finish, okay? Not just dipping our toe in. I know I'm starting 21 Day Fix again, okay? And I had the first time I did 21 Day Fix, my father was in the hospital, I think the week 2 of it. And it was a lifesaver then because I didn't have any time to go to the gym. We were running back and forth. I was running back and forth from work to the hospital to everything. So anyway, what I was trying to get at here is that you have to follow your program's calendar from start to finish. And I didn't really do that well the first time I did it. And of course, I was sore. My body was like jiggling all over. And, the second time I got frustrated and didn't complete it. And, then the third time I actually did it all the way through. I did the calendar. I was consistent with the calendar. And you have to be consistent. Those calendars are there for a reason. Okay. They're there to help you through a program and to help you get success. And that's how you need to help others get success. So follow your program's calendar from start to finish. Take your measurements, weight, and pictures. You need concrete evidence, okay, that you are getting results with these programs. So like you would do with your challengers, take your measurements and all your weight and pictures before and after, as well as follow the calendar from start to finish, okay? And stick to your nutrition plan. That's another big one, especially with a program like 21 Day Fix, Masters Hammer and Chisel, really any of them, okay? Sneaking in those little cheats, those add up. And, if you really want to kind of be, wow, people coming to you and saying, what are you doing? You have to get results. So it takes both. Nutrition is a big part of it, and fitness is a big part of it. So you need to stick to your nutrition in your program. And also drink Shakeology or use the Beachbody Performance line. It's just like I was talking about earlier. If you're not doing these things yourself, you can't express that value to people, okay? This is going to be on a different call, but, you're going to get told no a lot. And that doesn't mean that you disregard something. It means that you just continue to be a part of the product. Okay. You're drinking Shakeology because it's helping you. And eventually people are going to see how it's helping you, how it's helping your lifestyle, how it's helping you live healthier, but you won't show someone that if you don't do it. So you have to either be drinking Shakeology, or if you were allergic, use the Beachbody Performance line. They have some great products. Okay. So, and that's really, guys, where you're going to get your volume, okay? That's going to be on a different call too, and actually I'm going to talk a little bit about the compensation plan. But where you're going to get your volume is from home direct orders of Shakeology and Beachbody Performance. So make sure you're being a product of the product. And same thing with personal development, okay? And I'm not talking about team calls or the National Wake Up Call. This is actually personal development that's helping you personally, okay? I'm reading right now 10X Rule by Grant Cardone, okay? And it doesn't really have to be things about your business. I know I read Made to Crave by Lisa TerKeurst, for nutrition and, different things that were going on in my life, spiritually and emotionally that I had to work through, okay? And confidence issues. So you have to be all in this business, both with your mind and your body, okay? So be all in and be proof of products work and do personal development, okay? And be a walking, talking billboard for Beachbody, okay? Not really for Beachbody. I don't really agree with kind of throwing Beachbody around like, the name. I really think you're kind of in business for yourself. But, with a posting on social media, okay, make it engaging. Okay, you should be posting on there at least 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, I honestly posted on there once, but you should be showing up daily. Okay, so make your posts engaging, pictures or videos. Limit copying and pasting. Some of that is okay. If you go to my page today, you'll notice that I had a copied and pasted little picture there, but I also kind of made it into my own words. So make it into your own, okay? And don't just share everything or copy and paste everything. Get out there and get in front of people with pictures and videos and ask people questions. Mix up your posts, make it real life situations and motivation. I know when we get started in our business, we're very excited about it, and we're constantly sharing with people the latest fitness and nutrition tips. And, we're talking about the latest program that we're doing, or the latest recipe that we're trying, or the Fixate, commercials, or whatever, whatever you're putting on Fixate cooking show, excuse me, not commercials. But anyway, mix them up. Okay, put your family or your husband or boyfriend or, your kids, be authentic and show people that you're a real person. Okay, be 100% unapologetically real. There's more to life about you than fitness and nutrition. So what is that, and what makes you you, and share that with people. Like I said, only post 2 to 3 times a day. Really, I think anything less than 2, except occasionally. Hello. Hi. Post at least 2 to 3 times a day, and consider times that you're posting, okay? And ask people questions, do a newspeak blitz, be interested in others. A lot of times people don't, as far as like throwing things out there, like if you throw something out there about you, and you just kind of throw things out there, you don't like or comment other people's things, and you're just kind of like, oh, I did this today. Oh, I worked out today. Oh, I ate today. This is what I ate today. Then people are like, oh, what is she talking about? She's posting something she did today. Boring. People want questions. They want to be asked opinions, and, what shirt should I wear, the red or the green shirt? Or, I know last week I posted, okay, I need some help Christmas shopping. I don't have any kids. What do you suggest? So just asking people for opinions, and avoid word vomiting. Okay, and this is a big one as we are coming out with the Beachbody On Demand annual membership. Okay, there are lots of things to talk about it with, but avoid word vomiting. Just the facts. If you go to my post on my personal page, you'll see that any challenge group post that I'm doing direct, I try to keep it short, sweet, have about 5 bulleted points about it. Okay, we're going to do ab exercises. We're going to do a brief meal plan. I'm going to give you a brief meal plan, and all you have to do is check into the group, and it's just a few points, okay? So just keep it short, sweet, and engaging. You'll get a lot more traction that way, okay? And another thing is to stay current. And I think a lot of times new coaches spend a lot of time on this particular aspect of it. But really, once a week you should be checking your online office. Make sure you're listening to the National Wake Up Call every week, okay? You can listen to it all week through the playback number. You can also listen to it in your online office, whichever you prefer. But it's so important. There's so many important things you need to know on that National Wake Up Call. Make sure you listen to it, okay? And team calls, and use tips. And, if you're a note taker, take notes. Have some takeaways. Don't get stagnant in your business. Really stay current on it, and make sure you are checking your emails daily. A lot of times they email you, or, in your messaging, Facebook Messenger, to stay current. And attend live events such as Super Saturday. I know a lot of times we shy away from this, but it's really important to attend Super Saturday because a lot of things are announced. And not only that, we can show people that we're really going and we're taking our business seriously, okay? So make sure you stay current. All right, host or participate in monthly challenge groups, okay? So if you're just starting out, you may need to do a free group. I am doing a free group next week. I do actually a free group almost every month, and it's a 5 to 7 day free group. Anything more than that is a little too much, okay? You can do anything. You can do clean eating. You can do an ab challenge. You can do a booty challenge. Go to Pinterest and you can find ideas there, okay? And that just gives people a little bit of a snippet of what you're doing without them having to, commit, for more than 5 to 7 days, okay? All you have to do is show up and do what you ask them to do. And it kind of gains trust that way too. But you also need to be doing 21 to 30-day challenge groups to create success through accountability, because this is where people are going to get their results. And, you have to do that monthly or, at least every other month if you're just starting. If you're just starting, I actually recommend doing, a free group at least once every month, okay? And set up customers for optimal success with setting them up on Beachbody On Demand and or Shakeology, okay? So guys, eventually your customers are going to have to invest. And this Beachbody On Demand is actually, I think, one of the best tools that Beachbody has come out with to help our customers' success. So, help set your customers up for success, and also teach them how to use the meal plan and calendar, okay, by providing engaging tips and posts. This is a challenge group, okay? And also use a point system or incentives. And guys, these incentives don't have to be very big. They can just be shaker cups, a few Shakeology samples. There's lots of things out there. You can give them a little resistance band or those little hippie runner sweatbands, or a little t-shirt or whatever. It doesn't have to be expensive, but it helps motivate them and encourage them to stay, participating. And I use point systems both in my free and I use them in my 21 to 30 day accountability group. So you have to be running these every month in order to educate people about this business. Make a list, add, and track, okay? So right now, if you haven't already done this, I want you to think of a list of 100 people that you know, all right? And just write them down. Anybody you've ever known, okay? And write them down on a list and record and start reaching out to them. And every time you reach out to them, record the date and what you talked to them about. And add 2 to 3 people per day to your network and to that list. Very important, because eventually your warm market is going to, everybody you know is in your warm market. And eventually that's going to run out. So you want to keep increasing that network, even if it's just on Facebook, adding like 2 to 3 new friends a day, okay? And use a tracking system. I personally prefer Excel spreadsheet, notebook, pen and paper, drives me nuts, okay? But some people, it's whatever works for you. I don't care whether you use a Streak, Asana, Teamsy, a notebook, Excel, whatever. You need to have something, a database that you're keeping track of people in. That's very important, guys, okay? And you need to do a messaging blitz at least once a week. So that's 1 hour of focus time on the computer, okay? And you need to do this at least once a week. And those of you that are newer, you might want to try doing this once and then start graduating out to do it at 2 times a week. And then eventually, if you really want to ramp up your business, 3 times a week or 4, But it's an hour of focus times at the computer, and that's not really the time that you're going in your online office learning about your business or on your news feed, talking to people. And that's when you do really 3 to 5 reconnects with no Beachbody talk, just basic, hi, how you doing? How are the kids? And then 3 to 5 invites or follow-ups, okay? Talking about a challenge group or the business opportunity. So you need to make sure that you're doing this once a week. I actually do this 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, so invite to business or challenge groups. Now, guys, I forgot to mention this, but I do have some personal development suggestions in the personal development library in the files of our group, but I also have some inviting scripts, and I worked really hard on them, so go check them out, and they're going to save your life, okay? I know they saved my life this week, but feel free to go check those out. I'm not going to go in depth on this in this call, but you need to be inviting 3 to 5 people per week to either the business opportunity or challenge groups, okay? one or the other. All right. And you need to recruit, mentor, and train coaches. And like I said at the beginning of this call, you may just be wanting to be a discount coach right now. And you may be saying, well, that's not really for me right now. I don't really want to recruit, mentor, or train anybody. And that's perfectly fine, okay? But really, when you're looking at growing your business, you have to have some sort of recruiting system. I do 21-day push groups every quarter. Next one is February 13th. So I'm going to pick about 2 to 3 coaches to mentor for next month. But ideally, these are people that have had success with any Beachbody program. They're good candidates. Even just your family and friends, or fitness professionals that you meet. Maybe your cousin is the owner of a gym, and it's like, have you ever tried what I'm doing? And just asking them if they've ever considered what you've done. Okay. So once you enroll them, you're going to send them a getting started welcome email and do a getting started call to determine goals. Now, guys, if y'all need help with this, in the files, I have a sample welcome email, and I also have a sample getting started call PDF form. Okay. And if you need help with this, reach out to me. I'll help you. If you need help doing a getting started call, we can do it on Zoom. It really doesn't matter, but as far as sending a welcome email, it's all in the files. Okay. So just make sure you check out that files if you're kind of in doubt, if you choose to mentor coaches, and offer further participation in challenge groups. Okay. It would be great if all of our coaches wanted to work the business, but it doesn't always happen right away like that, or even at all, for some of them. And some of them just want to be in the community and be in challenge groups, and that's fine. And we have to be okay with that. But, if they are wanting to work their business, you want to get them into a push group. Okay. Like I said, I have one on February 13th that I'll be kind of advertising for then. So, I do them quarterly, and I choose to mentor my coaches as, I have those push groups, but you're more than welcome to invite your coaches to those push groups. Okay. When they come up. And start your business by knowing the facts, okay? So I'm just going to briefly go over, I'm kind of running out of time here, but I'm going to briefly go over some facts about our business with the compensation plan. And the compensation plan is in the files of this group. If you didn't already know, you receive a 25% coaching discount and 25% commission off every sale, okay? And basically help others. Customer service affects customer retention. So we always want to do what's best for our customers over meeting Success Club or whatever. But we do set goals to help 2 to 3 people per month, because Success Club, for those of you who do not know what Success Club is you have to reach 5 points or more. You get 2 points for signing a customer on with a challenge pack, and 1 point for a home direct order with either Shakeology or Beachbody Performance line. So, we aim to help 2 to 3 people with those things, but most importantly, it's helping them the best way they can. So if all they can afford right now is Beachbody On Demand, then that's great, and we just want to kind of be there for them, because eventually, if they do Beachbody On Demand in your challenge group, they might sign up with a home direct order Shakeology, or they might become a coach to get the discount. So that's where we're going to get our volume and our retention, is through customer retention. And determine which level of income you want to obtain. Some of you may be doing this kind of as a hobby. Okay. Some of you may be wanting to really make this a business. If you're kind of doing it as a hobby and you're wanting to kind of work it part-time, you're probably looking at Emerald, because at Emerald, you can make it about $250 per week. Now, if you are wanting to make this full-time, you're probably looking at Diamond. Diamond, you can make $1,000 a week. So make sure you check out the compensation plan in our files. And I also put it there to help your coaches as well. As you sign up coaches, they kind of need something in black and white to help them understand what their goals are too. Okay? And what do I do now? Okay, so consider enrolling. What a lot of times I get from coaches, what do I do? Okay, so you might want to consider enrolling in the next monthly push group. If you haven't done that in a while, if you need some brushing up on your critical core activities, you might want to consider doing that and invite people to participate with you, you know, coaches that you recruit. And this just gives you some more one-on-one attention. Yeah, getting tongue-tied. Also, use your business activity tracker, and that's also in the files, okay? Because if you're not using your business activity tracker, you're basically showing up to work without a lesson plan. You have to use your business activity tracker, okay? Listen to the National Wake Up Call every week, okay? And search files for more info, okay? I have everything that we talk about on these calls, I put in the files, all right? So it's kind of like a little library there, a little how-to center to help you. And feel free to invite other coaches, even your own, but make sure they understand the rules of the group, okay? And that is be positive. All right, so I think I have discussed most everything. Hi. How are you? Thank you for getting on. All right, I am actually at the end of this call because it's going to start counting me down, but I'm going to put this in the files of this group. And so every time somebody needs to kind of go refer back to it, it's in, or kind of brush up on the critical core activities, it's in there. But thank you for being on. You can unmute yourself now. Yeah, but thank you for being on, and I will see y'all later. I'm going to put this recording in the group, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.